All right, there we go. All right, I think we're doing pretty good here now. Looks like audio's coming through nice and clear. Got game up. We got drank. We'll see how this goes. Check on YouTube, make sure my audio coming in. Hey, what up, 49ers Talk? First time in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our presentation today. I was double checking my audio, make sure it was coming through nice and clear on the phone here. But welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We got the Battle of the Beltway tonight. The Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Might have a little bit of high tensions here regarding, of course, the little bit of a cheap shot by Mark Andrews in the camp the other day. So it's definitely going to be an exciting one, that's for sure. But thanks for dropping in, CarCast. And for anyone that might be listening, definitely make sure you drop in and check out his channel, 49ers. Was it the Sickness Podcast? 49ers Sickness? Either way, follow his name in the chat, guys, and go give his channel a look at. Ooh, according to ESPN, Jonathan Taylor has been given rights to look for a trade. I know I've seen a lot myself personally in regards to the Miami Dolphins being very engaged in those conversations. So we'll definitely have to see if there's a follow through there. And as we're just waiting here, guys, we're waiting for kickoff. They're still doing their last little bit of warm ups. It looks like usually kickoff is approximately 10 minutes past the hour. However, we like to get the channel going a little bit early. See if we can get anybody come in, just general chatting. They couldn't tackle the man if he was in a phone booth. Oh, I'm so excited. Here's it official from Adam Schefter. Schefter. Ooh. Ooh. If you're not going to give him a contract, Jim Irsay, you can't ask for a first round pick from him. Like, I feel like that should be a given. How are you going to ask for a multi pick package, including a first, while then saying you're not going to pay him? Jim Irsay is destroying the Colts. Let's get it said. Let's go. We in it. Aggressive warming us up here. Landover, Maryland. Hey, what up, Chimera? Welcome back. Thanks for coming and joining us for the Battle of the Beltway. I still gave you your moderator. I didn't take it away. Let's see. We're going to try something here. See if this works. Oh, it didn't work. Boo. Must not be working. Oh, that one work? No. Hey, it worked. That's hilarious. I don't even know how that works, but I'm messing with it tonight. Very interesting. Hey, congrats on that, by the way, Chimera. I definitely feel you. I've got a 8:30 a.m. calculus now, and your boy's been out of advanced college algebra like level for at least 7 years now. This semester I've got accounting, calculus, business law, and principles of management is my semester so far this year. I've got 21 credit hours that are going unapplied to my major at this point. Mm, I was trying to find my clear chat. I just don't see it. Mm, it's very interesting. Ah, you got a lot of humanities and music, basically. music appreciation, music theory, concert band, and oral skills. Oral and beginners composition. Good stuff. I always wanted to take more composition classes when I was in high school, but I never got the chance to. Because I generally like the idea of being able to potentially make music and stuff like that. But every time I've ever done it with like free programs, I've always kind of been subpar. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Oh my god, I gotta write a note before I forget again. I applied to something called the Runway Program at my college, which is a program to help people with entrepreneurial ideas execute and implement them essentially with the assistance of like four plus of the professors and some other stuff, and you go and like pitch and yada yada yada. I have something I have to do Thursday for them, so I got accepted into the program, which is very exciting. um, we'll see if anything comes out of it. I'm quickly already feeling like I'm gonna have so much to do and not enough time, including my YouTube channel. But we'll see. Ideally, I would love to keep my YouTube channel going while I keep doing school, while I keep doing the runway program, potentially, while I keep doing some internships and oh, yeah, moving and then going to classes, that's a bit rough. I'll be honest, my schedule though is pretty nice. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, accounting, and calculus, but Monday my accounting class doesn't actually meet. She gives it to us as a day just to read, catch up, do all the work online and everything. Tuesdays I have a 3-hour business law class with a licensed attorney in the state that owns a law firm. I absolutely adore that teacher. I love her to death already. Um, it's by far my favorite class. And then my management class is technically online, so it's at my own pace, but it actually doesn't start till October 9th, so I'm kind of happy about that. So Mondays, honestly, I just get up, I go to 8:30 calculus, and I'm kind of done for the day. And as they're talking about here, guys, the Ravens currently have the longest active preseason win streak in NFL history. We're at 24 wins in a row at this point. The next highest is like six, which and five. As they said, the highest ever recorded in comparison to us was 19, and that's Grossi's Green Bay Packers. Yeah, Chimera. Honestly, I love college. I've always loved learning. I wish I would have had the chance to live on campus and experience campus life like a normal student. But we all got our own journey. I used to tell all my friends when I was younger that was my like dream. Like I wanted to get out of my house so badly and go to college. I was like, all I need is a bed, a desk, and I'm good. Like, God, we are still waiting for the kickoffs, ladies and gentlemen. So, oh man, I'm excited to see what your Bills do this year. What do you think, Chimera, about the Stephon Diggs drama? Is it true that he wants to leave? Is it not true? What do you think? If I had more viewers, I'd start a poll. Oh, we're gonna try real quick. Something real quick. I want to see if my Streamlabs poll. Huh, so it doesn't tell you. Hashtag vote one. Oh, he dispelled the rumors himself earlier today. That is great news, honestly. Hey, okay, cool. Okay. All right. As you can tell, I'm testing out a little bit here in Streamlabs, guys. I'm testing some polls. I'm testing the heist game. I'm testing a bunch of stuff tonight. Um, you might notice we moved stuff around a little bit here. We're just trying a bunch of different things, trying to get the stream quality a little better. We got rid of our green screen makeshift background, which reduced our CPU usage by approximately 10 to 15%. And we're ready for kickoff, boys and girls. Ooh, a low driving kick. And ooh, I thought that almost went out the back of the end zone. And Baltimore is going to start off at the 25. For anyone that hasn't paid attention, Tyler Huntley and, of course, Lamar Jackson both will not be playing today. Josh Johnson and Anthony Brown will be our starting quarterbacks today, duking it out for this third string position. Josh Johnson's going to get the start tonight. Didn't really look that good last week, but hopefully we'll see a little more from him. I definitely got a little more faith than I think in Anthony Brown. Oh, Justice Hill with a good strong run for a first down to start the game. Chimera says in chat, also caught up on AOT. For anyone that does know, that's Attack on Titan, an anime. The other week, best show I've ever seen. Attack on Titan is phenomenal. I'm a little biased. I did dislike slightly what Mappa did with the CGI, but of course it was the most beautiful CGI I've ever seen in my life. First and 10 again coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. Josh Johnson looking left. Got a. Oh, had him but dropped. That's going to be Charlie Kolar, the rookie, sophomore out of Iowa State. We took about a 6'7" tight end we took last year. But, man, Chimera, the anime, the past, 2 seasons has been phenomenal. It's made me, again, want to almost start, a whole channel just devoted to that. I think I'm trying to make my channel mostly about a few things here. Hold on, sorry. 2nd and 10. Motion by Kolar on the play. Play action. Little quick throw to Zay Flowers. Makes man miss. Makes two man miss. Spins around the third, and the second man catches him from behind. And another Ravens first down. But, oh yeah, Team Aaron all the way. Zay Flowers made Manuel look stupid. Zay Flowers, a.k.a. Joystick. Hill, the short pass out of the backfield, and another Ravens first down. The Ravens are moving. That's basically 3 first downs already. Almost all on first downs, minus the last one. But Chimera, yeah, I'm going to take the channel course to my Baltimore Ravens and sports direction. I'm kind of thinking a little bit about cooking as well because I really do love cooking. And in the third direction, I'm thinking about taking this channel into kind of an anime direction. I've had a short I've been trying to film about Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen for 2 weeks now. Ooh, Justice Hill breaks it outside. Another first down. Oh, and shoved out of bounds. Just short of the 20-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why, if for those that don't know me, I have been strongly an advocate of Gus the Bus Edwards and Justice Hill. Of course, then when we drafted J.K. Dobbins, I love J.K., but I've told this to other people. I think the Baltimore Ravens have the strongest running back room in the NFL, or I should say, the deepest. Strongest, debatable. Deepest, absolute. Play action, roll right, pressure. Oh, Zay's all by himself. One miss, two miss. He's in. Touchdown. Joystick Ravens. Ooh. Chimera says Raven win the North this year. Thoughts? Barring injury right now, I definitely think the Ravens could be in line. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Just a quick little out. Oh, someone missed an assignment. Yep. That's a bust by the Commanders. Great play by Flowers, but a complete bust by the Commanders' coverage. But I definitely think the Ravens could take the AFC North this year. The Bengals are always, of course, going to give us a hard time, but and 7-0 Ravens. Ooh, and Zay is looking good, guys. Like, I know it was a busted coverage. You got to be like, take it with a grain of salt. But, ooh. Man, did he just look good. I mean, let's ask it. Let's reverse this question. How do you feel about your Bills? Can you take the AFC East? I think you've got the Patriots beat all day. I think the only question mark. I think you've got to be wary of the Dolphins, even though they lost Jalen. Like, Chimera says he's got my Ravens finishing 11-6 with the number 3 seed. I'm going to guess the number 2 seed is your Bills, and the number 1 seed is the Kansas City Chiefs in your book. I wouldn't be too upset with those rankings, honestly. I think this could be, again, barring injury, we are already having some serious cornerback issues or defensive back. Um, barring injury, might sound a little crazy here, guys, but I think this is the best Baltimore Ravens team I have ever seen in my lifetime. From when I first started watching football, really, to now, I think this is by far the best team overall, by far. Yeah, 11-6, but got the tiebreaker. Okay. So maybe, I don't know what your schedule looks like. I don't think you play the AFC North at all, so trying to think what our tiebreaker might come down to. Oh, excuse me. Man, we got a lot of viewers dropping in and out today. Thanks for everyone for joining us today. If you haven't already, drop into the chat. Let me know who your team is. I'm sorry I can't show the game. I can't. I don't want to show the game cast of the game either, just for potential copyright. DMCA issues. But for everyone dropping in, I appreciate y'all. We're almost back to the game. Every team, the record can be dependent upon the strength of schedule, injuries, things like that. Chimera. Hey, what up, Bryant? Thanks for dropping in. But the strength of schedule could have been a lot different, Chimera, in those games. But I think this is overall the best Ravens team by far. And like Bryant said, smash that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate you, Bryant. I gotta figure out how to highlight my chats here in OBS a little better. For those that don't know, Bryant Culp is a fellow small stream creator for the 49ers. I love Bryant. Me and him have been going for a while now. I took a little break, but he is constantly doing shows. Like I said, I love the dude. Definitely go check out his channel if you haven't already. He's a big kicker guy. He loves his Jake Moody, the 49ers. You'll find that out real quick. And handoff stuffed. Maybe a yard to gain. Brent Urban looks like stuffed that one. Sam Howell getting the start here tonight for the Washington Commanders, the former UNC Tar Heel, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, North Carolina, 10,000 passing yards, 92 touchdowns, all school records. If you're not familiar, this is where Mitch Trubisky went to school as well. So you're going to expect a better Mitch Trubisky. But, if you know me, my opinion on Mitch Trubisky is another handoff going up the middle, maybe a gain of 3 on the play, it looks like. Definitely looks like they're trying to protect their quarterback, Eric Bieniemy, taking over for the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders this year. Definitely the big highlights here today of today's game. Hey, what up, Daniel Barry highlights? Third and 4 coming up for the Washington Commanders here. A little bit of miscommunication, looks like, by the DBs. Delshon Phillips, the linebacker, setting them straight. Little short screen pass. Ooh, it's going to be up to the refs here. And they're going to mark him for the first down. Leaping effort here on the play. Very close. Eric Bieniemy, as they're calling him now. The enemy. But I'm excited to see where he takes the Washington Commanders. Even if you're not a Washington Commander fan, you got to be a little excited because, of course, if he succeeds in Washington, he's going to be a head coach somewhere next year. Absolutely. Ooh. Let me make a note here, guys, real quick. Howell looks like he has a very fast release. Like, how fast it comes up and out. Maybe it was just the short pass here. Let's watch the replay. I don't know. It just looked way faster on the real time. For anyone that's dropping in, let me know who your team is, guys. We're covering, of course, the Washington Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens tonight. Sam Howell on a 2nd and 2. Oh, when I go from 5 to 2. Oh, blitz coming, picked up. Howell dancing. Oh. Yeah, 91 followed by 98. Nichols and Rayshad Nichols and Travis Jones on the play. We're going to see how they're going to give the sack credit, but Travis Jones coming in to finish off this play. Let's watch here. Looks like 4 coming. 5 come. Ooh. Nichols gets good pressure up A, forces him outside, and Travis Jones, good job of keeping his backside and tracking down the play for a sack. Brings up 3rd and 15. I expect to see pressure here by Baltimore. Let's see. Doesn't look like they're bringing it. Just 4 coming. Stun on the left side by Ojabo. Pass gets off. Ooh! That was a great throw and catch. That Josh Dawson. Turner. Number 85 of the Washington Commanders. Hey, yes. Flock in the house, son. Welcome in. What a great throw by Howell, though. Like, on the dot. Right on the numbers. They're hoping that Sam Howell will be their next Kirk Cousins. What the Washington Commanders are actually really hoping for here. But, considering draft position of when they picked up Howell, of course, when they drafted Kirk, they drafted RG round 1. They're hoping Sam Howell's their Kirk Cousins. I mean, it looked pretty good so far, I'll be honest. Oh, another good one. Looked off the linebacker's left before he came back to center. Another first down here. Sam Howell looks like he's getting into a groove a little bit. Let's see here. Terry McLaurin. Yep. McLaurin coming out the slot. Basically comes across the middle like a cross play. Goes vertical a little bit and then sits down in the hole by the linebackers. Handoff going up the middle on a draw. Good run. Gonna be 9, maybe 10 on the play. I'll be honest, talking fantasy, if Sam Howell can do what Banimi wants him to do, you could probably see similar numbers to what Tyreek Hill used to get out of Terry McLaurin. And honestly, most people not really knowing the situation there, you might see McLaurin falling down draft boards a little bit because of the quarterback play. So definitely anyone that's thinking fantasy might want to keep an eye on him. Oh, good movement in the pocket by Howell. Scrambles, and that's another first down. That was great footwork. Looked like a young Kirk. I mean, that's a good run. There was nothing open for Howell on the play. Great coverage by the Ravens defense, in my opinion. And man, this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, is going by quick. We're already at 5:35 here in the first quarter left. Play action. Howell's looking deep. Got a man over the middle. McLaurin, another first down. That's going to bring up a first and goal for the Washington Commanders. Howell looks pretty comfortable in this offense. A lot of short to intermediate throws, nothing deep yet, like really deep yet, but McLaurin on a one-on-one, it looks like, on the outside, sits down. Howell delivers a well-timed ball on the inside shoulder. I mean, that's Brandon Stevens, who is a little bit of a slip, but right in his back pocket. I mean, you can't ask for better coverage than that. Howell, handoff up the middle. Maybe a gain of 2 to 3 on the play. Let me see. Let's see if we can get a poll going, guys. All right, we have a poll opening. Who will be tonight's winner, ladies and gentlemen? You can do exclamation point 1. Exclamation point vote space 1 for the Baltimore Ravens. Exclamation point vote 2 for the Washington Commanders. And exclamation point vote space 3 for maybe a tie. Oh, pressure. How? Gonna just toss it out the back of the end zone. Honestly, great decision by the rookie. Third and goal. Big one coming. Only 4 rushing. Ojabo getting some good pressure. Hal running up. Oh, Hal refusing to go down. But ultimately brought down for maybe a gain of 1 or 2, bringing up a 4th and goal for the Commanders. Field goal unit coming out to keep it close. I mean, I'd consider that a pretty good drive for Sam Howell. And like the announcers are saying here, guys, Howell did everything right. Just the Ravens' coverage was blanketing. There was nowhere for Howell to go on any of those throws every time. And we got number 6, the kicker, coming out here for the Commanders now to try to make this a 3-7 game. And good. Yeah, yes. If you want to actually vote in the poll like correctly, what you would do is like how I did the exclamation point and then vote right beside it, a space, and then hit one. And technically that would log the vote into my Streamlabs module. I'm definitely trying to figure out how to do that a little better, but because what I can do is then like publish the poll essentially. So like I'm gonna do exclamation point vote space one for my Ravens. It was supposed to rotate. Yep, there it goes. One vote for the Ravens now. And so now when I close the poll, it should give a notification. You can no longer vote on this poll. And then, oh, of course, now that is how you would have done it, Chimera, by the way. You did do it right. And then I can hit complete. And number one was the most votable option with 100% of the votes. Neat little thing we're trying to add to the Streamlabs, guys, to make it a little fun. If you put exclamation point heist, you should be able to play some type of little mini game. There it is. Ahoy, Captain Darwin's Raven is trying to get a crew together for a treasure hunt. Type. I don't know what the amount is because I don't think I have any foils. There's supposedly a way to duel too. Duel Chimera. I'm going to try this. I want to duel you, Chimera. You can either enter exclamation point accept or expression. Oh, he accepted the duel. I don't even know what this entails, to be honest with you. I have no clue in the slightest. I don't know. We're going to find out, right? I don't know. How's it work? It doesn't tell me how it works. I'll have to Google it real quick. How does duel work? Streamlabs. I'm looking it up real quick. We'll find out. So what it is I can add like loyalty points for people. I don't know exactly how you earn loyalty points, but then you can take your loyalty points and like wager them in games and stuff like that. Here we go. Handoff Melvin Gordon, who's looking to solidify his roster spot. Black Heart Island has taken another soul. Darwin's Raven was sent straight to Davy Jones' locker. I don't even know how it works. I'll have to look into it more later. Sorry, I'm just messing around playing with stuff. Okay, we're going to an up tempo. Little toss play right. Melvin Gordon and tackled at the line, if not a loss, bringing up 4th and 1, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Emmanuel Forbes with a great tackle on Melvin Gordon in the backfield. Melvin Gordon should not be getting tackled by a 175-pound corner that easily. That says it all to me right there, guys. I don't know about you. Again, sorry guys. I'm just like looking around, trying to mess around. I'm trying to figure out how to get my polls to show better. I wonder if I can do. So let's see if this makes it like a little easier and clearer. So we're gonna close that. You were watching the stream 10 minutes behind. Honestly, I'm not even sure. I've just been chilling, man, talking about the game, not really talking about too many other things. I've just been sitting here, trying. I've been messing around, trying to figure out the duel and all these other little things here and there. Oh, Daniel Falele got to get out on the block quicker. Something's got to happen there. I did see your predictions though. 11-6, number 2 seed. Both of us finishing 11-6 technically. Handoff going up the middle, and it's gonna be a game about 2.5, maybe two. How another short pass outside. I mean, dude is looking good right now. On a 2nd and 7, got a 12-yard completion to Curtis Samuel on the far left outside. Okay, I'll have to check out your full 32 team predictions after the stream or at halftime. Gibson, a run left side. Pretty solid run. Sets up a good 2nd and down here for the Washington Commanders. And with that, we have the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 7-3 Baltimore, but the Commanders have the ball. They're pushing again, and I know. I honestly, dude, this whole thing with Twitter right now and Elon Musk, X, whatever you want to call it, has got me thinking about leaving the platform like completely. I've been meaning to get more into threads recently. I know a lot of high profile people have gone ahead and, hopped on it just in case it does take off. Elon was petty, bro. Elon was mad that, Twitter treated him a certain way, so he bought the company. And for those that don't know anything about Elon, like, I love Elon to a certain degree, but also Elon's not the person most people think of him as. Like, when he ran Tesla, there was a board that basically mommy and daddy put in place to keep him in check. And so he didn't do anything crazy. When he got to Twitter, there was no such board to keep him in check that mommy and daddy put together. And that's why you're seeing him destroy the company. He's trying to implement policies that Twitter's already tested, that already has data on, that already they know the answer to. And I partly think he's just destroying Twitter on slightly purpose, but I know nothing, so damn it, Elon. Oh, I gotta figure out too what I'm gonna do, guys, for fantasy football. I would love to start a bunch of leagues. Whether I do start a league or not, remains to be seen. I just feel like between school, this, and the runway program potentially, and internships, feel like I'll have no time. Think about getting involved in things like student government too, some intramural sports. Sam Howell's look pretty dang good. I ain't gonna lie. Like the announcer said, he looks comfortable. Oh, very nice Chimera. I've been trying to hold off till week 3 of preseason just for injuries. Oh, short throw contested by Malik Harrison and dropped. Oh, we got a flag though. How many people Chimera are in your fantasy league? That's always a big thing for me. How many people are in it? Oh, pass interference on Malik Harrison. Automatic first down for the Commanders. Ah, that looked bang bang to me, man. I mean, I guess technically that is a pass interference. The ball has not arrived, and he's playing through the defender's back. But that's a close call. Oh my God, if there are only 6 owners in your fantasy football league, yeah, you are going to have a ridiculously stacked team. My God. I feel like most leagues usually have like 12 or 10 at minimum. We got another flag. What's this on? Is this going to be a makeup call for that BS pass interference? Rivera looks like he's lost a little bit of weight. I don't know if y'all agree with me there. Ron Rivera looks like he lost a little weight. They're explaining it to Rivera. He looks confused. He's just walking away. 2 fouls on the play. Both on. Both by the offense. Okay, okay. The, A holding, back him up 10. I love to. They're talking like, could you be on a microphone and talk to the entire stadium and the world? Yes. Yes, I could. I was a gate manager for Delta Airlines. I'm used to just speaking throughout entire concourses. Even though I hate the sound of my own voice. You still got to do it. Good afternoon. Thank you for flying Delta Airlines. We'd like to welcome the arrival of Delta Flight 3758, service from Atlanta. Anyone waiting to meet passengers arriving from Delta 3758 may meet them momentarily at the security exit. For all passengers outbound on Delta Flight 2436 going back to Atlanta, this would be your aircraft. At this time, I'd like to ask you to please make your way to the Gate 7 area, and we will begin pre-boarding in approximately 30 minutes. Thanks for flying Delta. Gotta put on that customer service voice, son. Little outlet pass from Hal. And going to be about a gain of 2 on the play. Bringing up third. What's that going to be? 3rd and 6? We're waiting here. Oh, shit. 3rd and 14. I was off bad, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Chimera, I don't know if you noticed, too. We got, like, all the stuff actually in the background now. There is no digital background behind me. I tried to lay up some of my Ravens swag behind me. A bunch of my stuff from training camp. And oh, and Hal got a defensive lineman with the hard cap. And it's going to be a defensive line. Ugh. Neutral zone infraction. Oh no, offsides. Oh. Let's see. Oh my god, that mic feedback by them. Chimera says my quarterback, Joe Burrow. Hmm. You know, I might be crazy, but I don't have a lot of faith in Hawkinson. Uh, I know a lot of people believe, like, running backs are so many to get. So I know my personal strategy, I target tight end, I think, first round, depending on my pick. Um, there's only like a handful of in my opinion, of elite tight ends. Oh, a little pressure going deep. Oh! Sorry if that was loud, but great coverage. 25 on the Ravens. Kayvon Seymour, a veteran. Hey, Chimera, that's one of your boys, a former 6th-round pick of the Bills. Let's watch this. Yep. Little bit of holding on him there, but Howell could have got that ball maybe a step further. Okay. Chimera says I also have Dallas Goedert. Definitely, I think Goedert is going to probably be the bigger guy there. And I appreciate the comment about the setup, Chimera. I'm trying. We're getting rid of that like digital background that I had reduced my CPU usage by approximately 10%. So my CPU's more easily putting this. Oh! What a kick! What a kick! Oh, the backspin by the Commanders punter. That ball is down at the 1. That is a beautiful kick. A 53-yard punt that backspins and stays down at the 1. You cannot ask for a better punt, ladies and gentlemen. That is textbook right there. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, and Josh Jacobs. Yeah, your running back room is a little bit of a glass cannon. Absolutely. I don't know who's available in your league, but I don't know. It all depends. Every league's differently. I won my mom a bunch of money one year in a fantasy league. It happened to be Darren Waller's first year for the Raiders. And she was running me down her roster, and she said, Levi, I really don't like my tight ends, but I couldn't get any good ones. I said, well, let's take a look at your free agent tight ends. And sure as shit, in a money buy-in league, Darren Waller was a free agent at the end of the draft because he hadn't taken a single snap for the Raiders. No one knew, except for me, who paid attention to training camp reports from the Raiders, especially of Darren Waller, the former Baltimore Raven. And Gruden was raving about Waller, saying he was going to be a weapon. And I said, Mom, it is absolutely ridiculous that Darren Waller has gotten through the draft right now and not been picked up. And she picked him up, and we all know how Darren Waller's first season with the Raiders went. I think he put up 800 to 1,000 yards, 6+ touchdowns. He basically won my mom her fantasy football league. So, you just got to take a look at what that running back room is. Running every year, you're going to probably, depending on the depth of your draft, you're going to have to pick one position that is going to be about positional matchups. For me, case in point, if we have 12 players and I pick at the end of the 12th round, more than likely, I'm not getting Kelsey. I'm not getting Kittle. I'm not getting Andrews. I'm not getting any of what I consider elite tight ends in the NFL. With that being said, I automatically identify tight end at that point is going to be a position that I'm going to look up week by week and matchup by matchup. I'm going to find whoever is the worst tight end defense in the NFL for that week and try to find a tight end and match them up. And it's worked out well for me. I've done it in one season. I actually did it with running backs. There were just so many injuries happening that I was able to take advantage of it. So definitely, down here we have to throw the one. Handoff, Gordon up the middle and gets a little breather room. Looks like a gain and maybe 5 on the play. But I'll be honest, your wide receiver room, Chimera, is incredible. What I would give. But of course, it's partly due to your 6-person fantasy. Yeah, and that's how it goes because there's no more since I've started playing fantasy football. There has never been more than 3 to 5 elite level tight ends in the league at any time, in my opinion. So when you're looking at the value roster of positions, at that point, tight end, having an elite level tight end can truly make the difference in your team compared, to a wide receiver of the same tier. So just like in most draft processes, like this year, when you see a sharp drop off, you usually might force that pick a little earlier, which is usually my strategy. About to say, I'll definitely. I don't know if you have room for another one, but if you do, I'll send you an invite to my first fantasy league I set up. I have Ayuk, Christian, Watson, and Garrett. Oh my god, that is stupid. That is a stupid wide receiver room. Honestly, Chimera, your biggest problem in fantasy football this year is just going to be figuring out who the fuck to, excuse my language, to start. You're just going to have so dang many options. So definitely pay attention to your matchups and injury reports. That's going to be the absolute biggest factor probably for your league, that league, I should say. Little quarterback design run and out at 20. We're going to bring up a 2nd and 4 or 5 for the Ravens. But with everyone having such deep teams, I'm guessing in your fantasy league, it's going to be about situational matchups and injuries. Per se, God forbid, Marlon Humphrey's out week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens, and you have, whoever the number 1 receiver is for the Texans, Tank Dell. I'll use Tank Dell as an example. You've got Nathaniel Tank Dell, the wide receiver rookie for the Texans, and Marlon Humphrey's out. Rock Ya-Sin's out. Darby's out. Like, we got injuries out the door. You, you push fucking Tank Dell at that point hard because, ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I got a video I've been trying to do a short on about Calvin Ridley. My God, is his footwork. They run a route. It's one of the rookies, highly touted rookies, and then Calvin Ridley runs the route right behind him, and it's night and day, guys. Like, Calvin Ridley might be a monster this year. Johnson pressured, pushing up the pocket, rolling, and gonna gain. Looks like about 2nd and 2 on the play. That is stupid. How many players you have? Yep, I put out a video a long time ago about getting people to come play fantasy football, so I got to go back and find all those videos and find the people that want to play. And oh, great throw and catch to Charlie Kolar on a seam. Kohler. Man, Josh Johnson is in control of the offense tonight, guys. Yep. Cover 2. The safeties have to go high with the 2 outside guys, and the slot seam just comes through. Oh, another good throw. Outside, left the numbers. Dante Demas Jr. I'll be honest, no freaking clue on that one. We're checking out some of the other Baltimore Ravens streamers' videos, trying to see what they're doing right now. What are they doing differently and better? And like I'm watching right now, I got Ingram videos up, who's one of the bigger Baltimore Ravens streamers, and he's got 717 watching. And then I got Coach watching coaches, Coach up to 129. Johnson 5 wide on a 2nd and 3. Oh, going deep. Skyball to Pro. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh, James Roche just got cut off the roster after that play. Oh my God. Josh Simpson, left guard, coming over to make the tackle. Wow. Josh Johnson floats an open ball to Prochet, and Prochet literally drops it. It's picked up by the Washington Commanders and ran back, 50 yards on an interception return? Oh, we're waiting for the... Oh, yeah, I forgot we're friends on Discord, Chimera. I haven't been on Discord in so damn long. Excuse my language. Wait, is that Martin the rookie that I covered? No. Let's see. Oh, his feet are in. That is so clearly in. Wow. Number 20 of the Washington Commanders with a great play on the ball off the hands of James Prochet. Josh Johnson just delivers a bad throw. Can't deliver into it. Oh, Prochet roasted him off the line, man. But you got to catch that. Hey, that is Jartavius Martin, one of the rookies I covered. Commanders got all the time in the world. Little outlet pass and yeah, one of the things I'm looking to do here soon is I'm trying to, if y'all don't pay attention, I did a pre-draft special of off like 5 to 7 offensive special players in each position and 5 to 7 players in each defensive position. Um, and some of my players are doing really good right now. These all were players that I expected to be there after the first round, so I tried to focus on guys later in the draft. And I did this also in regards to hopefully, you know, accelerate my scouting career a little bit. Another little outlet pass. That's a first. Man. And there's the Quan Martin. They're talking about again. Made a huge play. Their second round pick. Washington with a 1st and 10. 5:30 on the clock here in the second quarter. Hal just again looks comfortable, man. He's making tons of short little West Coast throws. Little screen left, got the space, and gonna be gained probably about 6 on the play. Blitz coming, screen. Gibson makes a man miss, but Welch and Nichols. Nichols showing up pretty heavily on the tape here, guys. I don't know what y'all think, but I'm seeing Nichols, number 91 of the Baltimore Ravens defense, a lot around the ball. And it's something I like to see. Ooh. I think the Broncos are going to stink it up this year. I have no faith in Russell Wilson after last year. But we'll see. And I don't think they had a good draft because they had to give up way too much for Wilson. Hmm. Gibson going to be short, bringing up a 4th down for the Commanders. Little advice there for the young Gibson. Yo, it's 3rd down. Lower your shoulder. Don't dance. You danced and lost a yard or 2 on that play. If he would have lowered his shoulder and just kept running before he made a move, he might have been a little closer to that 1st down. But Sam Howell's still out there on 4th and 3rd. Are we going to see a hard count maybe? Yeah, I expect a hard count here from the Washington Commanders with the field goal unit coming out after, but we'll see. Oh, they snapped it! Shotgun. Sam Howell's high tip ball. Oh, we caught it though! Number 1 of the Commanders still catching the ball after a tip pass at the line of scrimmage. 1st down, Commanders. Wow. I am blown away, guys. I can't even believe that. Who got their hand on the ball there? Travis Jones. God, he gets a strong hand on the ball. But Jahan Dotson just tracks the ball well and my God. Oh, Bijan. Not Bijan, sorry. You're not wrong, though. If he almost made it work with Winston, he can make it work with Wilson. You're not wrong. And Russ, I think, is struggling to throw deep now. What did Drew Brees struggle with late in his career? Throwing deep. So, I mean, you might be on to something there, Chimera. But I also think a lot of Sean Payton's success came off cheating and Bountygate. But that's a hot take in itself. Saints fans and Bronco fans might not agree with me. We got a good game here in Maryland. The battle of the Maryland teams. The Baltimore Ravens and the Landover Washington Redskins. Washington Commanders, sorry. I know I got a hot take here. I was talking with a Panthers fan, and my hot take, I think the Panthers take the NFC South this year. I think they beat the Buccaneers. I think they beat the Saints. Who else in the NFC South? It's Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. Um, I love the Falcons roster. However, I'm not sold on Ritter yet. I was very excited to see Ritter play last year. We got to see a little bit of it. Um, but I haven't had a chance to watch Falcons ball yet. And apparently there's quite a few people that disagree with me that think the Saints are going to take it with Derek Carr. Uh, don't get me wrong. I think the Saints roster has a lot of potential on the offensive side. Olave's there. You still got Thomas there. Jimmy Graham's back as a red zone threat for them. They've got a lot of options on offense, but I think that defense is going to be as porous as we've seen sometimes the Saints defense be in the past. I think last year they were ranked like 10 to 18th somewhere, like middle of the pack, but I think they're going to take a step backwards. You're not wrong though. The NFC South has a lot of times historically gone from worst to first, meaning whoever finished worst in the NFC finished first. I think so for those that don't know, Carolina's like my second team. Like I would grew up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so like the Panthers are like my secondary team. They're my NFC team. So I always want the Panthers to do well, except for playing my Ravens. Oh wow, they've got Josh Harris here in the booth, guys. The guy that's buying the Commanders. Wow, it's pretty cool actually. I agree. Dennis Allen showed his colors with the Raiders. Absolutely agree with you, Chimera. Chimera says, by the way, Derek Carr isn't the issue with the Saints. It's Dennis Allen. He's not a good head coach. Ooh, shots fired at Dennis Allen from Chimera, our Buffalo Bills resident. I'll be honest, I don't know enough about Dennis Allen yet, but I'll come to agree. All right, back to the game, guys. 2nd and 8, 2-minute drill starting here at the 9-yard line. So the line to gain is at the 1-yard line for the Baltimore Ravens. So basically, goal. Oh, off his hands! Oh, come on! Oh, oh how to the back of the end zone. Broken up by two Ravens. Darius Washington almost picks the ball off on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8. How great delivery on the ball. I mean, that's on the fucking numbers. Goes over the hand of a jumping defensive lineman. I mean, like, that was a beautiful ball. Like, how is delivering, in my opinion. Pay attention. Trips left here on the bottom side of your screen. Ignores it. Goes to halfback, and he's in. Gibson is in for the touchdown. Man, if you are playing the Washington Commanders, you have. Oh, we got a scrum breaking out in the end zone, it looks like. Multiple flags are flying, guys. But if you're playing the Washington Commanders, you have to have someone on the halfback. The amount of passes that have gone to the halfback. If you are in a PPR league, make a note. Gibson, whoever the halfback is, healthy halfback for the Washington Commanders, is probably good for at least 5 receptions per game from what I'm seeing out of Sam Howell right now. And the Eric Bieniemy offense. So, I mean, that's easy. 5 to 7 points probably per game out of the halfback just in receptions, not including running or reception yards. So huge note there. I don't know about y'all. I'm making a personal note of that. Because if I'm playing in a PPR league, which I plan to set mine up as PPR leagues, the Washington halfbacks have added a dynamic point increase to their potential value with what I'm seeing out of Sam Howell right now in the Eric Bieniemy offense. Let's see here. Chimera says also Derek Carr is at least a top 15. I would agree with that. He is at least a top 15 talent wise quarterback. I don't think he was the problem in Oakland either. And Devontae Adams kind of showed that. He was a little upset to see him go. Chimera also says he just had the worst luck ever, same as. And again, Chimera, I kind of agree. Like, I think he was in a dysfunctional organization. There's not a single person I think in the NFL circles that will argue that the Washington Commanders are not a dysfunctional organization. By the way, field goal is good, bringing the score to 7-10. Washington Commanders taking the lead here with 149. Real quick, back at the game real quick. Really excited. We're about to see Josh Johnson coming back on the field here with 149 left in the second quarter, which means we're going to get a good look here at what a potential 2-minute drive for the Baltimore offense could be. This is very important for future purposes. So not that anyone really is watching, but if you are watching, if you are listening, definitely here's like the focus point. You need to really lean in. But the Washington Commanders finished on the voting of NFL players as one of the worst teams to be a part of. There's not anyone that would say Dan Snyder was a good owner. It's like the Browns, the Raiders, the Commanders. I'm trying to think, there's like one other team I feel like. You can kind of argue the Cardinals to a slight degree. And prior to this year, the Texans, because the Texans just kept screwing up and screwing up and screwing up. But they nailed the Deshaun Watson trade after everything. And honestly, I love the hiring of D'Amico Ryans, and that draft class, bro. CJ Stroud and Will Anderson, Nathaniel Tank Dell. I'd have to go to my notes to look at all their other picks. But they nailed their draft picks. Laramie Tunsil in camp has looked outstanding. I have a video saved. And again, I'll be doing a short about it here soon. I'm just trying to organize all my stuff with school going on. Laramie Tunsil one-handedly stonewalled. I think it was Bradley Chubb, but a former first-round pass rusher stonewalled him basically with one hand. It was a sight to behold, honestly, and exactly why Laramie Tunsil has gotten that contract extension with the Texans. I don't know about y'all. I am extremely excited for fantasy football. I've talked about it a little bit here on the channel. It keeps me more engaged across everything on the NFL. Oh, I got a poll. I'm going to add a new poll. I can't do it unless I had options. That's right. Chimera, while we're waiting to get back to the football, I just kicked off. Chimera says, I'm hopeful for a Baker Mayfield revival. He wasn't the issue in Cleveland. He was just injured. Matt Rule was terrible in Carolina. He lit it up in LA briefly. I agreed. We played Baker a lot. We had injuries in the years that he lit us up, but Baker was, I thought, I had a lot of hope for Baker. I didn't think he was going to be Johnny Manziel-ish. Of course, we know Rule was the problem in Carolina as he was let go. I have a lot of hope for Baker too. It's not that like I have any connection. Oh! Kolar with a great catch over the middle. Triple coverage. Oh my God. Johnson just floats a beauty down the seam. Oh my God. And this is why, guys, I am ecstatic about Baltimore Ravens tight end room. And we got a penalty on the defense that's going to be declined. But most of y'all know Mark Andrews. I went to Coastal Carolina University, aka CCU, which is where Isaiah Likely, our alumni, is from. So I love Isaiah Likely. I will cheer Isaiah Likely till the day he exits the NFL. And then of course with Charlie Kolar coming back from a sports hernia surgery last year, the Baltimore Ravens tight end room again is probably one of the top strongest tight end rooms we've ever had. Oh, Tylan Wallace with a shot in the left side. Shit. Yeah! Throw that flag! That was definitely a shove early. Looks like a potential pass interference on the defense here. Tylan Wallace streaking down the left side deep. Almost made it. Chimera says, our problem is Bowles is fucking terrible. You know, Bowles is a great defensive coordinator in my opinion, Chimera. But I think he has gotten a little too what's the word I'm looking for? Comfortable, like running certain defensive schemes. I think he has a similar problem to what Baltimore had. Actually, I'll finish that in a second. Sorry. Back shoulder! Let's go! Tylan Wallace, back shoulder fade on the left side. Wallace showing why he deserves a spot on the roster. Great throw and catch. Josh Johnson to Tylan Watson on a 7-yard touchdown throw. Yep. DB's never looking. But so as to Todd Bowles, he has a similar problem to we used to have in Baltimore. We would get a lead and he would play so much prevent cover 4 defense to just, okay, well, we'll give him, these chunk 10-yard plays, but we're not giving the touchdown, right? And he allowed so many drives to gain momentum that, of course, last second, they're taking the lead, and they should have never been a close game. He, almost didn't make it. He lets off the gas too much, in my opinion. And that would be my biggest complaint. We saw a lot of that with some of our coordinators as well before we made the switch to Mike McDonald, who, of course, has been really, there was a point last preseason, Mike McDonald on one of the plays only rushed 2 rushers, and we got picked apart because in the NFL, that doesn't work. Quarterbacks are too good, and they will pick apart a zone defense if given enough time. Our cornerbacks used to talk about it a lot with Ben Roethlisberger. You had to cover more than 5 seconds because once he breaks a guy and rolls out, the play extends, and it's just a nightmare for DBs. Oh, man. I'm going to slide out of stream real quick. I'm going to slide out of my stream to do a quick little dab. While I do have my medical card, I've had a medical card for almost 6 to 7 years now between multiple states. I've thought about doing cannabis review for the sake of a stream content as well, but, it might potentially harm potential partnerships later on, and so I'm a little wary of that. I am excited, though. I wish more of my viewers dropping in would tell me their teams. I've had a lot of people dropping in and out throughout the stream tonight, and, I need to get my viewer engagement up a little bit. I don't know. I just wish if forever my second viewer is that dropping in, let me know what you would like to see. I'm trying to figure out what I can do better, because, like, case in point, my Baltimore Raven people know Ingram Videos is one of the biggest Baltimore Ravens content creators there is out there. He's kind of doing the same thing I am right now. And he's got 881 viewers with 68,000 subscribers. So we're eventually trying to get to Ingram's level. I'm trying to do some collabs with Ingram eventually, but he's doing well, and there's no benefit to me going on a stream with him. So until there's a benefit to him, I would never ask him to, collab with me or anything of the such. Um, I guess maybe he was one of the first streamers. I don't know. I got to figure it out though. I got to get better viewer engagement. I got to pull my viewers in and keep them around. Maybe having a Discord would help. Yeah, I don't know if you saw though, Chimera. We're starting to bring up our short game a little bit though. I'm starting to add because I think the big thing over my stream is going to be the big three is going to be, I remember now, video gaming, so actual gaming, football content, and cooking content. Maybe adding some anime content in there, but I feel like it might marginalize my viewership slightly. But we're gonna slide out real quick for the dab. Ooh. Ooh, bad breakdown and protection there by the Washington Commanders. That's a free blitz, free sack. Pretty shatter. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, let's see. Wait, now let me ask. By Gear 5, do you mean One Piece or like a different anime? I know that might be a weird question, Chimera. I didn't take my dab yet, but there's football. How? Moon chasing him down, and good job not to hit him and catch another flag. But what's the penalty flag for? Oh, so Chimera, you might like this. So I originally watched One Piece when it was part of Toonami way back in the freaking day, dude. I'm an original Toonami kid because I'm a little older. I was watching Toonami when it was on after school, not mid late night. Um, so I originally stopped watching One Piece. I want to say somewhere around episode 300 when I was younger. I started catching episodes middle of the night, but I always didn't like watching animes if I was catching episodes here and there. However, I am currently rewatching One Piece 100%. I'm on episode like 685. Oh, Marineford arc was so good. Fishman arc pretty good. I'm a huge fan of Truffle. I can't even say his name. Trafalgar Law. Ooh! McLaurin with another first down. 109. Be right back. Sorry. Trafalgar Law. Ooh, what's it? Harbaugh just giving that stare, bro. We got to insert our Harbaugh gif. What did he even do? Oh, Dotson. Kidding me? Come on. Oh, good ball by Howell, but great coverage by number 29, Ardarius Washington of the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, RIP to Ace. Portis D. Ace, if I remember correctly. Uh-oh. Yeah, honestly, Chimera, it's one of those. McLaurin came up limping a little bit, by the way. That's something big to pay attention to, guys. His ankle got trapped underneath him a little bit, so McLaurin might be dealing with an ankle injury. Oh, low ball there to Dotson on the right. Hal trying to roll out right and make that throw. Whew. God, guys, look at that Ohio State wide receiver core. Terry McLaurin, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and Jackson Smith and Jiba. That is a ridiculous wide receiver core that came from Ohio State. I would not be surprised if the Ohio State wide receiver coach is in line for a promotion to the NFL very soon. 37 seconds left here. Washington at about the 50. Good pass. Got his man Dotson over the middle. And man, they are killing us on these middle sit down routes. It's like a cross, but they sit down, elevate. Or I'm sorry, not elevate. They gain vertical and then they sit down basically. And Washington taking a timeout now. They got one timeout left, 29 seconds on the clock. I can't see the ball position, guys, but my God. Oh, Chimera, I'm so ready for the Wayno arc. What got me back into One Piece, Chimera, was the fact that I saw like a few fight scenes, and I was like, oh, it gets good. I mean, there's been no shortage of good shows the past season or two. Oh, McLaurin is heading back to the locker room, guys. Oh, I mean, he's walking pretty fine, so it's not going to be a major injury, but definitely something to keep an eye on for the first 2 weeks of the season, especially in fantasy football. And this is why my Chimera, I don't do my fantasy football drafts until week 3, basically a preseason. There is just too much that can happen right now. Where the hell is my drink? How pressured? Oh my God, he got away from 2. I almost fucked up, guys. I yanked my entire soundboard off the freaking desk. God damn. Excuse my language, but a 20-yard completion to Josh Dotson down the field. That's going to bring them up, I think, in the red zone. Yep. Makes one man miss. Makes two man miss. Rolls right. Delivers a dart to his guy coming back to the line of scrimmage to help him. Yep. Dotson basically had a go route. Turned back to help his QB. Caught the ball. Looks like at about the 13 maybe. Washington takes their final timeout, preserving the clock with 21 seconds, guys, left here in the second half, or second quarter, I'm sorry. Sam Howell now 18 of 23 for 177 yards, a touchdown, and 3 rushes for 17 yards. Like I'm saying, guys, Howell looks the part. Howell looks very controlling the offense. He looks comfortable. He looks like he's got the timing of the offense down well. Not delivering a lot of deep balls, so we might see a lot of adjustments by defenses at the beginning of the season. But if he can get a deep ball into his repertoire and show us that, oh, Hal might actually be a franchise. Hal, ooh, missed this guy at the outside. I can't argue with Oda being a great rider. Technically, One Piece only has a filler rate of, I believe, about 10% too, so it's actually pretty good. But all right, back to the game. 2nd and 10, 17 seconds left here for the Washington Commanders. They're looking to take the lead going into halftime. Strong left formation. Howell looking right. Got a man! Touchdown! Touchdown, Commanders. And just like that, we've got a good game, ladies and gentlemen. Barring the extra point, Dyami Brown, that was his 4th target of the night. 0 for 3 prior to that touchdown catch. Comes down with an 11-yard touchdown catch in single coverage on the right side of the field. McDonald does not look happy with his DBs. I mean, it's like third-string guys in there, but with the amount of injuries that are hitting the Baltimore Ravens roster, we need someone from this depth chart to step up. And the kick is good, bringing it 17-14 Commanders, ladies and gentlemen. Howell looks absolutely in control of the Washington Commanders offense. Let's watch this. So you got strong right, meaning you got 3 to the right, 1 wide receiver right. I'm sorry, left. 1 wide receiver to the right. He's in double coverage. The safety sticks to help with the post route, leaving the corner on a one-on-one to the outside. Brown beat, but pushes hard back against Caillou Blue Kelly, the rookie out of Stanford for the Baltimore Ravens. Caillou had the inside leverage on that play, but he just let him kind of sit down, put his hands on him, and beat him back inside. And Brown with a great catch on the play. Let's not take away anything from that young man. Oh, yeah, Chimera says Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise are going crazy. Dude, Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise, I watched simulcast, were so good. Like Hell's Paradise, everyone's been waiting for since Chainsaw Man came out because it was like part of the trifecta. And then Jujutsu Kaisen's currently simulcasting. I can't even make heavy enough sounds. 12 seconds with the kick going through the back of the end zone for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't really expect anything from Baltimore here. I expect a knee and to run this clock to halftime. I'm really excited to see if Sam Howell's going to come out in the second half or not. Sam Howell looked like he's talking with Benimi there on the sideline. They're looking over the iPad a little bit, discussing the play. And you can see Howell kind of looks like, my bad. Like, my bad. That was me. Excited to watch this young man play. Oh, you haven't watched the Swordsmith arc yet of Demon Slayer Chimera? Oh, it's short. It's a short arc, but oh, is it so good? It's so good. I'm gonna give you another one. To look out for. Malevolent Spirits, I think is the English translation to it. It's a simulcast coming out this season. I didn't have high hopes for it. I love it. It's one of my favorites of this season so far. But it's hard to call it for a favorite this season. I mean, for anyone that does watch anime, I know we're talking about anime right now on a football stream, but we're heading to halftime and we got to fill something, right? But we're currently in the summer release of anime. Jujutsu Kaisen is a huge one. Jobless Reincarnation, bringing up a strong number 2. I lost me in season 2. Season 3, I'm liking. Zom 100, the new zombie anime from Japan. Which, if you know anything about anime in Japan, zombie animes have never done well in Japan. But it looks pretty good so far. We got Bleach coming back. There's a few other ones that I'm like watching here and there, but of course we got the Rurouni Kenshin remake. I haven't started yet, but I'm absolutely excited to watch it. I've read some bad reviews about it, which is why I'm holding off on it. Devil is a part timer, is really, you know, comedy, slice of life fantasy. Again, haven't started it this current season, but watched it in the past. Like I said, Malevolent Spirits. I've really liked so far. There's like a few other little cute ones. The technical name is Mononogatari second season. Um, Absolutely wonderful anime. I never, watched it until this now, and like I said, it's one of my favorites of this current season. Let's see. Check out your 32. Did you put on Twitch? I mean, Twitter or? And of course, guys, the big talking point right now is Jonathan Taylor has been given permission by the Colts to seek his trade. With only a 4.3 million base salary this year, very enticing. However, supposedly the Colts are looking for a first and more picks for Jonathan Taylor, which I think is ridiculous that you're not willing to pay that young man, but you're asking for a first round pick from him. Whoa, Chimera, you got to be joking with me. Slime Reincarnate's coming back this spring? Oh, I'm so excited for that. Fine. See. I'm trying to pull up your Twitter right now. See all your countdowns to your streaming debut. Okay, there it is. Yep. Okay, you got Chiefs finishing one. Okay, okay. Colts. Oh, I'm gonna disagree with you on the Texans. I think the Texans somehow finish better than 7-10. But it's gonna be so hard. The AFC is just too freaking bro. Chimera, we gotta talk. I know the Raiders are gonna be bad, but 3-14. The Chargers 5-12. Can we talk about this for a moment? There ain't. Like I said, I'm not. I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to think, Chimera. Like, it's like someone's got to be the bottom. Someone's got to be. And the AFC is just so damn stacked. I think, let me check your NFC side here. You've got the Cowboys finishing first? I don't think anyone tops the Eagles. They reloaded in that draft. I mean, you've got the I mean, I guess technically they're fifth seed because even though they're finishing with the second best overall record, it looks like in your predictions. That's rough. Nah, I don't think the Cowboys can beat the Eagles. I think they're gonna have some O line problems this year. I know they've had some people that didn't want to report to camp, and I think the Eagles are gonna. I've got a short meme I'm trying to make about the Eagles too, about all the University of Georgia players that they drafted. Um, no, Chimera's got the Cardinals finishing 0-17, being one of the few teams in NFL history to not even. Wow. No way. There's no way the Cardinals can finish 0-17. No way. Like I'd have to start a poll about that. Chimera says it's their coaches. Staley and McDaniels are garbage. McDaniels is smart, but he's got too big of an ego, in my opinion, is my issue with him. Like some of these other coaches, I think got too big of an ego because they were kind of changing the game a little bit. Ooh, man, Tua and the Dolphins decimated the Texans 28-3. I think the Rams are going to finish. So Chimera's got the Rams finishing 11-6, taking the 6th seed. Uh, I don't think the Rams are going to be that good. I think Stafford has lost a little bit of his zip, according to what I've read from some pre-camp reports. Aaron Donald, they're probably going to start the season off 1-5, and I think by midseason, Aaron Donald's going to be asking for a trade. But we'll see. But I definitely disagree with your Rams 11-6 and taking the 6th seed into the playoffs. Um, I think the Vikings are going to take a step back this year, in my opinion. Which I know is going to be a little controversial, but I weirdly feel like they're going to take a step back, and that either the Bears or the Lions are really going to surprise us this year and supplant them for the AFC North division title. I mean, sorry, not AFC North, NFC North division title. But for anyone dropping in, thanks for dropping in. Let me know who your team is. Let me know what's going on. I know we're paying heavily attention to the 49ers quarterback situation right now. With Trey Lance, Sam Darnold, and Brock Purdy. We're going to take a dab, BRB. Exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly. I see that you predicted all the playoff games too. I'm getting actually to that here in just a moment. Let me guess. My Ravens lose to your Bills. Bro, you got us losing to the Broncos? You are out of your mind, Camara. I thought we were cool. You are out of your mind. We ain't losing to the Broncos in the first round of the playoffs with home field advantage. Bro, I thought we were cool. Bro. I hope you know I'm just messing with you, Kyra. But, bro, come on, man. First round exit to the Broncos. I don't even think the Broncos even gonna make it. I think the Chargers take that division. And the Broncos are looking to offload Russell Wilson in this offseason. But I'm gonna slide off camera for this tab. Come on, man. Come on. Hold on. Actually, we gonna hit you with the hardball head shake, Chimera. We gonna hit you with the hardball head shake while I go take this dab.
tier in a single trip. Join One Key and move up tiers fast.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tonight's first half highlights presented by Target, and there were plenty of them in a really exciting first half. Exciting rookie is Zay Flowers.
My bad. Mike was still muted. Apologies. But Chimera, I was trying to look at your Twitter. You're still counting down the days till your debut
for the Washington Commanders.
Twitch or streaming, I should say, in general.
Antonio Gibson to the goal line, and he fought his way in.
January 10th.
And at the end of a 15-second drive, a touchdown to Tylan Wallace from Josh Johnson, and then the answer from Sam Howell to his college teammate De'Ami Brown.
Thank you for telling me you could hear the game. I definitely had the wrong thing unmuted, and that could have got me DMCA striked. Thank you again, Chimera. This is why I gave you moderator privileges, to be 100% honest with you. I don't really even know you that well, but the amount of times you've spent in my stream, done the right thing, and been helpful, there ain't no way in heck I couldn't give you a moderator privilege. Yeah, pretty excited though, Chimera. We're potentially headed for the PC rebuild finally. I'm thinking about using some of my extra school money. I've priced out the rebuild already. I'm not going like too crazy with it. But the rebuild should allow me not only to like potentially double my output, so output 60 FPS at 5K or 4K, but it also should allow me to do the video editing that I truly want to do, as well as the gaming, that if I do any gaming that I want to. Because I don't know if you've been there when I've had some of my other streams. I've been thinking about doing unboxing videos, because I play a lot of League of Legends and Rocket League, and in both games, I have over 100 boxes, loot boxes, chests, whatever, to open on each game. So I've got content to produce on those. Oh, bad drop by number 23, Rodriguez Jr. of the Commanders. Good pass by, I'm not sure, the quarterback. Sam Howell has exited the game for the Washington Commanders. Man, why does he even look like Mitch Trubisky? Okay, Chimera. I'll try to be as aware as I can of that. I definitely want to be there to support you for your debut whenever it is. So, I'm trying to get back into my Discord channels a little more, Chimera. Basically, I'm trying to build not only my Discord channel, but I'm also trying to build a collaboration Discord channel for me, a lot of the San Francisco 49er collaborators, as well as, of course, my Seahawks collaborator, which is Joe Stevens of Seahawks Talk, which, we're going to be getting back to our normal talks here hopefully soon. Might have to change it off Mondays, but I'll have to talk to him about that. Short pass caught, bringing up a fourth down for the Commanders. Get back to the game here a little bit. But it's kind of funny, Chimera. I don't know if you saw on my shorts, my most popular short right now is me playing Fortnite with the girlfriend. Me and her have been playing a lot of TFT and Fortnite recently. And if whenever I do the PC rebuild, I might actually do some live streaming of Fortnite and TFT while I play with her, essentially. But I've got a backlog of like 300 clips, I think, for Rocket League. Punt down, by the way, at the 15-yard line, it looks like. So Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken, Anthony Brown should be coming out for the Baltimore Ravens. We'll see here shortly. But he should be starting here in the second half or third quarter. dude, Chimera, yeah, eventually, man. I'm trying to get better. Another one of my problems, so of course, as we know, my PC's a little older. I also play on a day one Xbox as well, so all of my stuff is just super outdated. Um, so I feel like my level of play will escalate whenever I move to my full new PC build. Um, but yeah, I don't mind. I don't really play. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't really ever play Fortnite, usually unless I'm playing with my girlfriend. But you know, uh, I'm still looking to see, just like you, schedule with school and everything. Case in point, if I get formally accepted to what's called the runway program at my college for the business partnership and project, I have to put in, I think, like 80 extra hours this semester logged at a special building on campus. But it also gives me access to a lot of high level digital media equipment, commercial sets, like a lot of really cool stuff. Honestly, I am more than ecstatic that I even got selected for it, just to even like give a preliminary pitch. I'm not like really accepted. I just was picked to give a pitch. They want to hear more from me, try to maybe focus it, and then if they like it, then they'll move on to, I guess like actual acceptance. And then, of course, you put the 80 hours in working up to a like another competition to present your pitch to a board of investors and capital investment groups, essentially, which is what I am trying to do. While at the same time, I'm trying to work on a sports management degree potentially, while I've still got the paperwork to finish my sports licensing in the state of Florida, or sports agent licensing. Um, Oh no, did Terry McLaurin get hurt again? Ooh, why is he in the game? Get him out of the game. Why? I'm not even a Commanders fan. Why is he in the game? Handoff going left. Oh, big gap. Melvin Gordon with a good run, but mostly a product of the offensive line. But why is Terry McLaurin in the game? It is the third quarter of preseason. That is your number one wide receiver, is it not? Why is he in the game? Already when he's already having an ankle injury. I'm mad for Commander fans, to be honest with you. Let's be honest. Like, that's ridiculous. As the new owner of the Washington Commanders, I'm having a talk with coaching staff. Pass caught short by Melvin Gordon and tackled. As you see from the Baltimore Ravens, too, they're giving Melvin Gordon, the free agent signing, a lot of attempts in this game, trying to give him a spot to justify. Because you already got J.K. Dobbins, number 1, Gus the Bus Edwards, number 2. Justice Hill has been the established number 3 for quite some time. And of course, we added Keaton Mitchell, the undrafted rookie free agent from Eastern Carolina, who adds great special teams value, as well as signed Melvin Gordon, which is why I said we have the deepest running back group in the NFL right now. Ooh, great catch right there. Number 47. Is that the tight end I saw from last game? Yep. Honestly, Vokalek, if you're looking for a tight end on another team, that dude has flashed, to be honest with you. Because he's got no chance of making our roster. Maybe practice squad, but he looked pretty good last game, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely dumb decision by the Washington Commanders to keep Terry McLaurin in the game. Good protection by Baltimore. Spins out of the play, rolling left. Going to run for it, and he's got it. First down, Baltimore, 11:15 in the third. Yeah, I don't think anyone will agree that they should have had Terry McLaurin in the game, third quarter of a preseason 2 game. Like, seems like they're trying to beat Baltimore's win streak a little bit there here. Ooh. Okay, Tylan Wallace and Tariq Black lined up right. Pay attention to that, guys. I'm going to call that now 1st and 10. Play action, rolling right. He's looking at him. Doesn't get him, though. He wanted him. I called that. Just Tylan Wallace has looked good all preseason, and Tariq Black actually has flashed a little bit here and there. Yeah, they're talking about Keaton Mitchell now, the rookie out of East Carolina. I've talked about, I think I highlighted him in my pre-draft special a little bit based upon his pre-draft visits. Of course, he was very popular in Baltimore pre-draft. Draw play, hands off. Oh, look at that speed! Look at that speed! He's gone! He's gone! Oh! Told you! I told you! I've been trying to tell you. Actually, I shouldn't say it. Me. A lot of people in the Baltimore community have known about this young man. He, like I said, he was very popular in pre-draft visits in Baltimore. And like the announcer said, he might force his way onto the team. Not only is he good on special teams, but as you saw right there, look at that burst to the outside edge. He can really get there. Great run by the undrafted rookie free agent. Tip of the hat. Brown, good pass over the middle. Catch by Prochet. Making up for that dropped interception, essentially, earlier. Chimera says, for the first year or so, I plan to keep my channel to music and comic lore. My entire channel is meant to be a story. Ooh. I'll start streaming whenever I get enough money for the proper equipment. And that's probably a good idea, honestly. But never too early to work on the short game. Never too early. A little toss right. Ooh, good move. That's Melvin Gordon. Got a flag laid on the play here, though. But, yeah, Chimera, never too early to work on the short game. Where I've been doing my clips recently is actually just from my Xbox app. When I save a capture, I go on the app, and I'm able to do a quick edit that's perfect to upload to YouTube Shorts. And, I do it all there real quick, upload it to YouTube Shorts, and it's been a great lead generation. Shout out, actually, real quick, Mercedes on the top right corner of the screen there. Mercedes A686, Royce De La Rosa, Chris Ming 401, and CG Ruthless. Some of my newer subscribers coming to the channel. Shorts is a great way to do lead generation for your channel. And definitely got to hop on the train. And Melvin Gordon, run. Looks like he's got the first down. They're going to give it to him. That's a 1st and 10, 8:27 and rolling here in the third quarter. Baltimore Ravens are marching down, trying to take the lead back. And let me tell you, so they're talking about Odell Beckham Jr. If you go watch my shorts right now, I was watching him like a hawk at training camp. He looked good. He looked good. I'm telling you, he looks good. Fingers crossed. We got a motion here, right? Looking left. Comes back across the middle. Great. And touchdown. And I called it. I got it written right there. Let's say his name again. Vokolek. If you're looking for a tight end on the Baltimore Ravens roster, it's sad to say he's probably going to get swiped off the practice squad, but he has looked so good in preseason. So good. Let's watch this. 47. Release. Pushes. Cuts in. Great. Catches it. Yep. Carries 2 or 3 guys in. Called it. Just saying. And Baltimore retakes the lead, guys, at 7:49 on the clock in the third, 21-17 Baltimore. As we're going to see the Washington Commanders offense come back out to the field. Hopefully without Terry McLaurin. Why was he even on the field? Bruh. Charm City. One of our swag cuffs we got when we went to M&T Bank Stadium practice. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Sorry, got absorbed in the commercial a little bit. Hey, Jake from State Farm, I want that personal price plan. I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, my face was red for that State Farm commercial. But that State Farm commercial was funny. I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty funny. I like that. It was the Kansas City Chiefs commercial. And see, Chimera, I'm working through. Chimera said I'm currently in the process of using AI to design a VTuber model, which I've heard that before. Afterwards, I'll send the design to an artist to professionally draw the rig into a functioning model. Interesting. Very interesting. But you got a plan, man. Keep following to it. I've heard a little bit about that here and there. I've actually I've been slowly working. Oh, we're getting a commercial for the new Star Wars. Okay, on Disney Plus. Okay, Ahsoka Tano story, I think. Yup, Ahsoka. If y'all don't know about Ahsoka, you haven't watched the animated series probably of Star Wars, which is actually super good. The Clone Wars, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the exact name. I love Lamar's answer right here. There. What am I most excited for? Man, I'm just excited to play, dude. I missed time last year. I'm excited to play. Excited about this offense. Sorry, I'm just loving listening. Oh, I hope it is. I'm a huge fan of Ahsoka. The neutral Jedi, the gray Jedi, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I'm just loving listening to Lamar answer these questions. He just wants to go too. That look said it. We got a good handoff off the middle, by the way, on the Commanders. God, he's like, dude, how many questions? God. Oh yeah, Chimera said Andor showed that Disney can do great things with good writers. Absolutely, Andor was absolutely great. Absolutely. I was critical of Mandalorian. I was critical. Man, Andor was great. All right, 12. Is that Haskins? Oh, it's Brissett. Sorry, Jacoby Brissett. Haskins. Oh my God, Haskins died in Florida. Haskins died not too far from where I live right now. Yep. I slightly wish we could have given Lamar just a little more than Kyler Murray, because fuck Kyler Murray. But I know it was based off Jalen Hurts deal, so I totally get it. All right, wide 5 here by Jacoby Brissett on a 1st and 10. Short pass left. Good miss by whoever that was. Oh, another move. It's going to be number 2 of the Washington Commanders. I need to follow NHL more, but it's one of those ones when Baltimore doesn't have a team, I'm less inclined. But also Washington's right there, so Brissett looking right, got a man. Byron Pringle, number 16 of the Washington Commanders with the reception. Brissett looks like the veteran here, right? Like he looks just in control of the offense. Like he's been through this, kind of like Josh Johnson was early in the first half. Been with a lot of teams, seen it all. It's preseason. Handoff. Ooh, good cut there. Now 41. It's going to bring a first down for the Washington Commanders. That's Jonathan Williams of the Washington Commanders. I know. Brissett got some time. Oh, missed his man on the right side. Brown a little slow to get up after getting hit in the back of the head. My Sabres lost a legend recently. Jack. R.I.P. to Rick. I'm going to mess up that last name, so I almost don't want to say it. Jean-René. Hockey legend, greatest hockey announcer of all time for the Sabres. I'm sorry if I messed that last name up. I'm uncultured. Please forgive me. 2nd and 10 here for the Washington Commanders. 4:35 on the clock ticking. Little lob pass outside. Oh, what was I say? That's a good way to get your boy laid out. I have no clue who number 18 of the Ravens is, but his last name is Hayes, so I'm going to root for him. I'm going to root for him heavily. I'm just going to let you know this right now. It looks like he's a DB. I hope he starts just smashing people. He looks smaller than me, though. 3rd and 6 for the Washington Commanders. Trips left, tight end flexed in the slot on right. I don't know if that's a tight end. You never know with the numbers anymore. Looks like one. Brissett having a roll right and misses halfback rolling right. 4th and 6. I'm guessing punt team's coming out. Jean-Eret. I'm guessing, is he Canadian? Does he have some Canadian? Jean-Eret? Jean-Eret? Jean. I would like it to be noted, too. The reason I have a 57 jersey is because my number 20 jersey got stolen. This is also why my handle on Twitter is Darwin's Raven 20. That is because I'm a huge Ed Reed fan. My Ed Reed jersey got stolen when I worked for the airlines. And I always missed it. And I could have got my Ray Lewis jersey, but he just retired. Oh, I need to update my score. I'm so used to my camera being over where my OBS side is. With that field goal, I should say, it brings it to 20-21 Baltimore. R.I.P. to Darwin's jersey. Yep. So the story with that, I should make this a story one day. Let me tell you about this. So I was doing a long-term assignment in Allentown. So the original plan was I was supposed to switch off every 2 weeks with this other guy. So he went first. He went for 2 weeks. He came back. I went. after that, the station manager named John didn't want to let me go. He's like, I like you. I want to keep you. And I remember looking at him and I was like, oh, John, my manager name in Myrtle was named Karen. I was like, Karen needs me, probably like, I'd never forget. He looked at me and was like, I'm Kara's boss. He called me in front of her and looked at and was like, I would like to keep him indefinitely. Do you mind? And she's like, I mean, as long as he's fine with it, I don't care. He's got to submit the reports. And I was like, I mean, I'm making good money. I get to work unlimited hours here, as many hours as I'd like. I get paid per diem. I'm like all kinds of benefits. And I ended up staying almost 6 months in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And when I first arrived, I did not understand how cold it was going to be in that part of Pennsylvania at that time. I was wearing shorts. I was literally like about to get frostbite. I asked my parents to send me a package with like all my winter coats and a bunch of stuff, and I asked them to send me my Reed jersey in the box too. The box never arrived. I have no clue what ever happened to it. It probably got sold in an auction in Atlanta hangar. So of course I took a big chunk of my first paycheck and I just went and bought whole new winter apparel and all that stuff. But I was too heartbroken to buy a new jersey. I couldn't do it. But it was a good lesson learned. It was a good lesson. And with that, guys, we're getting here to the kickoff. Looks like a pretty good kick here. Oh, Keaton Mitchell's going to bring it out. Breaks it right. Got a good room. Makes a man miss. Okay. Get you some. Oh, no. It looks like he's holding something. Is it elbow? Ribs? Oh, no. That's going to be unfortunate. I hope it's nothing bad. That was a pretty good return by Keaton Mitchell, but he came up holding something at the end of that play. They're not saying anything about it at all right now. Like, at all. Moved on. Maybe we'll get an update. Yep, they're showing him. He's holding. Oh, it looks like he's holding his collarbone. Oh, no. I hope that's not a fractured clavicle. Handoff going left. Owen right in the backfield now. Okay, we're getting a Sam Howell interview on the Commander side now. Man, he looks like Mitch Trubisky too. I can't even get that out of my mind. I gotta do a side by side. Third down coming up for the Commanders. They're more focused on this Sam Howell interview than the game, to be honest, at this point. Because honestly, it looks like no starters, second string. It looked like barely even the third string is in there at this point. I'm going to tell you right now, if I don't recognize a name on the roster, ooh, and whoever that is just got blown up in the backfield. I'm sorry, I said the Commanders earlier. Fourth down upcoming for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to guess we're going to see Jordan Stout coming in, which I've got some videos of Jordan Stout punting from my training camp visit. Good punt. Gonna bounce. Ooh, weird bounce. Looks like it goes out at the 30-yard line. I mean, Sam Howell gave Washington Commanders Niners fans, I feel like plenty to be excited for in the future. Let me ask you, Chimera. You said earlier your channel is going to be about comic lore. What's your favorite comic series? And yes, I have watched it, Chimera. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I also had a giant filling crack the other day open up, and I'm waiting to go to the dentist. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt, but I've been using like temporary filling stuff you can get, and to kind of fill in the gaps a little bit here and there and keep my teeth together. Ooh, ooh, Caillou Blue Kelly, you can't do that, bro. Oh, he slammed in the back of Washington Commanders Brown, number 2. Oh my God, that's not okay. That's not okay, man. I'm a Ravens fan, but that's not okay. No. Ooh, I hope he's okay. Looks like he okay. He's walking around. His eyes are wide, bro. He's concussed. He is straight concussed. I can see it in his eyes. And Keaton Mitchell got his arm kind of tucked up. He's coming off the field. That's rough. Oh, fumble on the play! It's picked up! 45! Ooh. Out of the bounds, looks like at the 8-yard line, maybe. Oh, you're commissioning your own comic book, Chimera. I'll look forward to it, my guy. That's pretty cool. So, okay, I get it. Commissioning your own comic book and establishing the lore all while based around the YouTube channel. That's a really smart concept, in my opinion. It's it seems very well thought out, and I feel like a good idea, a good way to get it like picked up potentially as well. It just gives any way you can create more connections and more audience members. Oh, Anthony Brown kind of scrambling out right there. Picks up 3. Okay. Talking about manga, talking about Dragon Ball and Star Wars. Okay. I feel you. Like I mentioned a little earlier, I'm an original Toonami kid. Yeah, it's a little weird, guys. For anyone that's watching on the channel or listening in, I'm 33 years old now and I'm back in college. It definitely feels a little interesting. Let's see here. Right in for the Baltimore Ravens now, the halfback, number 36, taking over for Keaton Mitchell. And I guess other than the offensive line, trying to look at these names, and I couldn't tell you any of these players. And I'm telling you, as a Ravens fan, that says a lot. But the offensive line is kind of like second or third string, so that's a good sign. Is that Ben Mason in there? And Wright swallowed up on the right side here. It's going to bring up a 4th down. I'm guessing Baltimore's field goal unit's coming out here. Yeah, I actually got my girlfriend. My girlfriend enjoyed actually. She has quite a few volumes of Dead Man Wonderland. She has a few other volumes of different ones. She has a few editions of the Animal Crossing manga. Um, because I case in point, I went and drove out of the way to go get her the Animal Crossing Switch. But is it weird? One thing I've enjoyed about going back to college is I have access to a good basketball hoop inside. So I like to go after class sometimes and just go shoot basketball by myself. I registered as a free agent on the intramural spurts basketball, but I highly doubt I get picked up. I am definitely missing some strength still. But I just enjoy shooting to work out. I'm trying to keep out my workout routine, but I've been a little negligent lately. That's why I've been away. I've been away because college has been starting. I had a lot of family and personal things to take care of back home. We had the trips to training camp. We had a few different work things come up, and then just I had to flip like I told people, I used to go to sleep at 6 a.m. I now have to get up at 6 a.m. So I had to flip my sleep schedule 24 hours. And then, yeah. On top of that, I've been working out quite a bit. I ended up putting on, I think, 20 pounds of muscle. So I've been really kind of just. I think my next step is I think I'm about to cut soda out of my diet at home. Not completely out. I'll still have it out, if I go out or something. But I think I'm gonna cut soda out of my life a lot because I drink way too much. See, I wish I could. I've always been told I have a natural ear for music, Chimera. Chimera says he sucks at sports, but so he can't really relate. But I can write music instead. Um, I think I've talked to you about this Chimera a little bit. I played trumpet for 5 years myself. I've got all my all district, all county solo ensemble stuff. I actually wanted to play the saxophone, and recently, what I really want to learn kind of is the violin. But so I really enjoy music myself. I kind of really can relate to you on that sense. You might have heard my doggo in the background actually. I'll talk about her in a minute. It's 4th and 3, and we're going for it. Oh, we got him! Oh! Anthony Brown with the hard count, and he absolutely gets the Commanders. Who is that? Oh, the Commanders are trying to pat the young man on the back, but that's going to result in a first down for Baltimore. I have what you call, we believe she is a Pattendale Terrier. What's funny, if you actually look up the name, that Pattendale Terrier, one of her adoption pictures is the pictures for the dog. It's kind of funny. Or at least last time I checked it was. Oh, 1st and goal and stuffed in the backfield. But I love my dog. Her name is Nani, Nani. If you know manga or anime, you'll probably recognize that. She is a weirdo and a little mysterious. She's a twerp, and it also supposedly means beautiful in Hawaiian. Um, and she is Nani. She is Nani Boo, Nonster, Nonbon. I have a million nicknames for her. I love my pup. Nani? Exactly. Exactly. And she's all black with little white paws and a little white chest and little white chin. She is so adorable. Everyone thinks I have a baby black lab because she's so adorable, tiny, cute, and has just crazy energy. But, hold on. 3rd and goal! Got him! Oh my God. Let me say his name again. Vokolek. With another touchdown grab in the red zone. The free agent from Nebraska. Barring the extra point attempt, it will be a 28-20 game in Baltimore's favor. It is absolutely looking like Baltimore is going to continue this preseason win streak, ladies and gentlemen, but there is still 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, Baltimore going to go for 2. Oh. Oh my God. Anthony Brown is trying to tell them what to do. And we got a false start on the left tackle, Daniel Falele, the developmental right tackle we took last year. Hi, Nani Boo. What's up, Boo Bear? Oh, yeah, that's her other name, Boo Bear. Hi, Boo Bear. I'd pick her up, but she absolutely hates being picked up. She's terrified. Her nickname at the shelter was Pancake because anywhere they tried to take her, she would just pancake to the ground. And they would basically have to drag her or pick her up. And she would just be terrified and shaking. So we have no idea what happened to her. She's a rescue. But I love her so much, despite all her weird quirks. Yeah. Sadly, I wish she was better with people. And going for the kick now, and that would bring it to 28-20 Baltimore. As Baltimore looks to continue their preseason win streak. But, yeah, sadly, Nani is not very good with people. Another crazy story here I'll have to do one day. I was walking to my car, and I saw a homeless man sitting on the edge of this parking lot, eyeballing. I knew he was watching me. I was already watching him. And so I saw him approaching my car. And when I got to my door, he kind of like matched the speed like to get there. And he turned to me. And it like the first time he said it, it just didn't click in my brain. I was like, what? But he apparently the first time when he walked up to me, he looked at me and said, "Your wallet or your life." And of course I was like, again, I kind of like was slowly processing as I turned towards him. And like, again, like this, the adrenaline was building. I was like, I'm going to have to pick him up and slam him. And before I could even like comprehend what was going on, she went absolutely batshit nuts trying to go out the window to get him, basically. Because she's a little protective. And of course, at this point, like I postured up on the guy, and like I said, I was ready to snatch him. I said, "What did you say?" And, "Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." He walked away because yeah, at this point, I'm having to hold her back out the window, and it was definitely an interesting experience to say the least. And the problem is, it embedded in her a little too hard protective instinct, essentially, and so it's something we've struggled with since. Probably gonna have to eventually put her into a trainer, but with us, she is so freaking adorable. Crazy story. Might as well throw them out in there, sprinkle them in there here and there before I make them an actual YouTube story or clip. I've got so many backlog stories, I'm telling you. I keep just pages of stuff. A lot of that's my draft notes and analysis, but ooh. All right, 14:08. Washington's finally going to get back here. Chimera, I'm telling you, that's just life. That's everyday life. I'm just glad I didn't have to use physical force, is what I like to say. I like to joke. There's 3 really important sayings I like to hold true in life. First, I would forever rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. 2, speak softly but carry a big stick. 3, there must always be people willing to do bad things to worse people. Mantras. But with that being said, guys, 13:22 pushing here. 1st and 10 for the Washington Commanders. My girlfriend is looking at me with, I don't know, not questioning eyes. Now she's like, don't talk about me. I'm not here. I'm not here. She's laughing quite a bit, cheesing, as they would say, as she plays some TFT and cracks a Coke. I don't know. There's nothing to talk about. It's preseason football, guys. At this point, the nobodies are in who almost have no chance of making the roster. I'm honestly halfway tempted in this stream here with 14 minutes left. We're up 28-20. I slightly don't want to be here if we end up a preseason winning streak, but do I really care? Not really. But Chimera, you are right. It's a socioeconomic issue that most people don't truly understand. You know, I have friends that have been homeless, are homeless, and there's a lot. Case in point, Marjorie Green Taylor's part in Pueblo, Colorado, doesn't have a homeless shelter. I know that because I live there. Well, of course, in Colorado Springs, we had a homeless shelter, but fun fact. I mean, I don't actually know if that's true anymore. Maybe they did something, but I shouldn't say fact. I should say to my understanding. 11:40 pushing here. Washington on a 2nd down. I like to tell people, Chimera, I've had a very wide ranging of varying beliefs in my education over the years, growing up in the South. Ooh, little swing pass. Ooh, he's like I said, you can't lob passes like that in the NFL. You will get people hit. Gosh, Hayes, number 18 of the Ravens, comes and delivers another hit. But it's just because the quarterback's lobbing balls. Hi, Boo Bear. Oh, there's a pick. And it's number 18, Hayes. Let's go. If you don't know, guys, Hayes would be my last name. And, yeah. That's why we joke. We'll be rooting for Hayes as long as he's a Raven. I'm pretty excited to see Mark Andrews, though. For those that don't know this, so, of course, Baltimore's biggest change in this offseason is going to be replacing Greg Roman with Todd Monken. Greg Roman, who ran a pistol, weird running offense, a West Coast running offense, while Todd Monken kind of changes a little bit, but likes to run a lot of open sets and utilize the full spacing of the field. Odell Beckham Jr. actually had his best years, his only, I think, 1,000-yard seasons in Cleveland, while Todd Monken was the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns before they just fucking nuked the entire organization. But so with Todd Monken at the helm of the offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, Todd Monken, formerly the offensive coordinator over the University of Georgia for the past 2 title championships of University of Georgia. Under Todd Monken last year, they had the best tight end in college football, who actually was not Darnell Washington, who came out this year, went to the Pittsburgh Steelers that people loved. But he's actually going to be in this next draft class this coming year from Georgia. So Todd Monken runs a very tight end friendly offense. And having a very strong tight end room, such as the Baltimore Ravens with Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, and Kolar, I'm telling you, you're going to see a difference. There's going to be tight end screens mixed in there. There's going to be a lot more halfback and wide receiver screens mixed in. And I'm telling you, when I played, nothing was more frustrating. So, as case in point, let me put you in a position. I'm a defensive back, which a lot of people consider one of the hardest positions in the NFL. Whenever I have to come up and play man on tight every single time, and I can't give you any cushion, and I have to run with you, I'm going to get tired quickly. I'm going to get a lot tired quickly. I want that breather of, hey, man, I ain't got to start even really moving until 5-10 yards till you run up on me, and then I got to, start shuffling. I shouldn't say on me because, if you're even, you're leaving. But it just gives you a little bit of a room and wiggle. You can break on the underneath routes. So whenever I played, I would play against one team specifically. And they ran a very strong wide receiver screen game. And that was to force the defensive backs to step up and play at the line of scrimmage almost at all times. Because if the quarterback ever saw the mismatch of a DB 10 yards off, 5 yards, 7 yards off, instant throw. Every single time, quick, really quick huddle offense, kind of like what RG3 ran as the Washington Commanders' first year with, I think, McVay, if I'm not mistaken. I know McVay was on the roster. It might have been Kyle Shanahan, actually. So I think it was Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, and one of the other young rookie offensive coordinator, head coach combos. But yeah, I ran a stat line. Like, there was one game, RG3's first 7 of his 10 throws, I think, were at or behind the line of scrimmage. But it was a well-done game plan, in my opinion. You got to force certain matchups, good game planning. It's why Sean McVay is the head coach. It's why Kyle Shanahan got the head coach. There's reasons for it. But rant over. Football rant over. My girlfriend's like, God, why do I have to listen to this? Not really. I'm totally exaggerating. For those that don't know, we have like a cute little gamer setup. So I have, of course, my PC and all my stuff here. And then we have an identical matching everything on her side with a matching screens, even though I have a second PC screen. And so we get to be cute together and play games together and spend time together. She's laughing at me as she's eating. It says I have 0 viewers. Heartbreaking. Who knows? It never works correctly. It always bounces up and down. See, now it says he's back. It might have timed out. I'm on commercial break anyway. It's not like this game matters at this point. Like I said, I'm thinking about ending. My one good bonus is, thankfully, so of course there's Monday night games. My Tuesday class isn't until later in the afternoon, so I can kind of always do my thing on Monday nights a little bit, but I like to also get a lot of work done. And tomorrow morning, because of this game, I have a lot of work to do. So your boy's going to be up in about 8 hours, probably, to start doing some extra algebra homework, or I'm sorry, calculus homework. Ooh, Chimera. Chimera says, funny you mentioned social issues because my lord's actually partially based around that as well. Good to know, Chimera. I will look forward to your debut and your original comic book series. I'm very interested to hear about it. Washington Commanders, though, taking over with 8:45 here, first and 10. Clock is ticking. They would need a touchdown as well as a 2-point conversion to tie this game. Is that Fromm, number 11, taking over quarterbacking for the Commanders? No clue, to be honest with you. We will see. Ooh, good little work by him, but the halfback gets nowhere on the play. Brought down for a loss. It was like a fake wide receiver screen handoff, but just okay. Jake Fromm, a 5th-round pick by the Bills in 2020. 3 games, he's has 60 pass attempts for 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions from the University of Georgia. Not really good stats. You can see why he's not part of the Bills anymore. That almost looked like an illegal motion, but pass tip to the line of scrimmage. Almost intercepted by Hayes again. Bro, I have no clue. Caesar. These are nobodies at this point. Jake from State Farm. Let's go. Hey. Good tip by Caesar, though. Caesar. But, I just want to make sure that this win streak continues before I hop off the stream. Oh, good pass rush. Pressure. Steps up. From looking. Got a man. It's first down. No clue. But yeah, Chimera, whoever, anyone listening in or watching, definitely be on the lookout for fantasy football invites. I'm definitely trying to at least get minimum 1 league. I would love to get multiple leagues going, maybe like 3 or 4, but minimum probably 1 league. I, of course, would love to get enough kind of small content creators together to do the pre-draft video style thing. I actually have a video saved about it. Mm. 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Commanders here. I mean, various different ways. I think on TikTok I can send messages to the certain users. I can send via Discord, Twitch. Like I said, I am trying to put some work, if I'm going to do this YouTube channel, into my Discord channel as well, which of course will be a joinable community for any of my viewers and followers where they can, engage, we can talk, share memes, all kinds of crazy stuff. As well as, of course, I can share things easily more without fantasy football. Good run by the Washington Commanders there. Give them a first down. 5:25 on the clock here in the 4th quarter as we're marching towards the end of this game. I'm going to say it again. I am very excited for my business law class tomorrow. Very excited. But after being out of math for 7 years at least, and coming back into university level calculus, your boy needs to review harder. I don't believe that. They said Eric Bieniemy said he would no place he'd rather be. In no place he'd rather be. Absolute garbage. He'd rather be a head coach somewhere. Uh, I think it's very interesting that he didn't get a head coaching job. I'm very interested to see how the season goes too, for that reason. Oh, good move by number 32, flag, and oh, he's in. Barring the flag, this might be a touchdown. Number 32, Patterson of the Washington Commanders. We're waiting on the flag, but 4:06 here in the fourth. Washington might have put 6 on the board. Chimera said, math sucked for me since they introduced letters. That is very true, Chimera. Very true. Oh, a face mask on the defense. Washington gets into the end zone. Do they go for the 2-point conversion is the question. Oh, Trent Simpson, the rookie out of Clemson. Oh, not good, young rook. I totally feel you slightly on that, Chimera. There's certain aspects that are very important in my opinion, and then certain aspects I'm left wondering, but I'm hoping I'll see the reason. Every teacher introduces a different aspect to me, in my opinion. Rolling right, going for the 2. Great tackle by Caillou Blue Kelly, the rookie out of Stanford. Keeps them short. And that's going to bring it to 26-28 Baltimore. With Baltimore getting the ball back. That was a huge tackle by the rook. Watch it one more time here. Huge tackle. Yep, 5th round pick from Stanford. Great stuff. Hi, Nani Boo. I definitely agree, Chimera. I definitely agree with you on that. For me, history and science are far more important than ultra advanced math stuff. But ultra advanced math stuff is important in its own sense, but very specialized in my opinion. Are we going to get an onside kick here by the Commanders? I'm kind of excited to see it. Nope, full kick. Looks like going to the back. Oh, he was going to try to return that. Bad choice, right. I know you're trying to make a roster somewhere, but that's a bad choice, homie. Oh, Jadeveon Clowney on the sideline talking to Lamar. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit excited for Jadeveon. I've always been critical of Jadeveon because of his injury history, and his draft stock was high and low depending on who you talk to. But he's got big play potential, and he's hopefully not going to be the starter in Baltimore. He's going to be a situational pass rusher where he can utilize his speed at his best. Good round by Anthony Brown. He broke loose and 25-yard run by Anthony Brown on the right side. I'm expecting basically all runs from Baltimore here on out, whether it's quarterback or normal runs. Hold on to the ball. Burn the clock down is probably the mantra right now. My totally unbiased Super Bowl prediction. You're not going to like it, Chimera. You're not going to like my opinion. So my first thoughts to the AFC. Who's the contender? You got to start with the Kansas City Chiefs because, I mean, like I called last year, who's going to beat them? I can't exactly remember their draft class, but, I don't think it was the best, but it wasn't great. I don't think you had an exceptional draft either. Like, it wasn't bad. I can't remember exactly. I have to look at my notes. But it didn't blow me away like a few of the drafts. I think early you were ahead, but... So, again, the AFC, who am I looking at? I think Aaron Rodgers falls short. I think my Baltimore Ravens actually have the chance this year, barring injuries. And with that being said, I look to that side. I think it's Philly. I don't think anyone's done anything to beat Philly enough. Anthony Brown going deep. Almost picked. No flag. Wide receiver is down, too, and he was looking for a flag. But the thing is, a lot of people point out Philly lost quite a few good players in free agency. Philly smashed that draft. Getting Jalen Carter at 9 is ridiculous. And not there, you'll be far pressed to find people that think otherwise. The talent is just ridiculous. They nab player after player after player after player. Like DeAndre Swift looked good. I don't think anyone unseats Philly. I don't know if they'll have as perfect a record as last year, but I think Philly is going to do great. We'll see about the 49ers. If the 49ers can keep a quarterback healthy, maybe they're in the conversation. Actually, man, the NFC is a little more complicated because the Seahawks smashed their draft class too, in my opinion. They got the best corner and the best wide receiver in the draft by far. So they're a heavy contender. It's just whether Tyrod can really, it's tough. But I think it ends up being Philly because they're deep, and I think Baltimore because we're going to be deep. The only concern I have for Baltimore is our cornerback room. Like, I don't think you understand how good Kyle Hamilton and Marcus Williams are about to be in this if Marlon Humphrey's healthy. And Commanders are going to get the ball back at the 9-yard line with 2:54 left here in the fourth. Down by 2, they might have a chance to take this. Chimera says he doesn't like to go with the normal predictions. Obvious, he likes to go outside the box, which I totally get that. I'd have to look back at my draft class. Draft and free agency had a huge effect. Chicago might be fired this year. They could be lightning in a bottle with big play potential. A lot of what you call gap plays or game-altering plays. it's still to be seen. But the thing is this, like I explained in my Chicago videos, if he's not the guy this year, they can cut ties with him easily and bring in anybody they want with a ton of weapons and a lot of potential. But 254 here, Washington trying to end Baltimore's perfect preseason streak. Going deep and, almost makes the catch off the hands of number 80. Dallas, in my opinion, made one of the biggest head scratchers in the entire draft. The selection of Mozzie Smith in the first round was a head scratcher. Don't remember, the kid has great run stuffing potential, but in his preseason debut, I think the other day or whatever the game was the other day, he got wrecked. And he came off in pass rushing downs, which was in every scouting report that I read. So he's only a 2-down defensive tackle, which doesn't make a lot of sense to take as a first round pick. Like, I totally get Dallas has run defense issues, and they spent a lot in last year in trying to fix that issue right up to the free agency and trade deadline. But it's absolute head scratcher our first round pick. So I'm sure Dallas will do Dallas things throughout the season. Don't worry about it. You'll get your revenge. 2nd and 14 coming for the Commanders. Looking right. Got a man. Looks like a gain of maybe 6. Going to bring up 3rd down. By the way, Chimera, congrats on Damar Hamlin. I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad he's okay. We were here when that happened live. Oh, got a man over the middle. That's a 1st down. 158 and ticking. Nope. Do we have a timeout? Oh, Caillou Blue Kelly coming up limping a little bit. The rookie out of Stanford. Aww. In loving memory of Kyle Brown, 1980 to 2023. Aww, look at all those kids. That's so sad. He was part of the Monday Night Football crew. The ESPN Monday Night Football crew. That's so sad. Looks like he's got 4 kids. 3. But hopefully with the pre-C rebuild coming here soon, once my school money comes in, we'll be able to do a little more gaming and stuff like that. Like I said, I really enjoy cooking. Honestly, Chimera, I don't know if you're going to be doing much like music production and composition on your channel, but I would love to do a little bit with you if you do kind of like, drop in and because I've always wanted to do more with music programs, like making music and stuff like that. Um, so one thing you could do, Chimera, is whatever software you use. A great thing to produce is tutorial videos. If you're really good with whatever software that you've been practicing with, it's a great like first playlist essentially. Everyone eventually will probably look up some type of tutorial video. Hopefully, your algorithm can somehow get ahead and win at some point as well. And, Ooh, Chimera says also I'm a huge Prescott believer. Top 10 quarterback for sure. Super overhated. I don't hate on Dak Prescott. he had when I watched him in the opening game of last season, if I'm not mistaken, he had a weird launch angle, but he landed dime after dime after dime. I got no hate on Prescott. I think that's an organization that's kind of been a little dysfunctional, kind of like an Al Davis effect. You got the oh my god, I can't even think of his name right now. I apologize. Jerry Jones. Sorry, my mind's just like blanking. I'm so tired. Strong left here for the Washington Commanders on the 1st and 10, starting off right at 2 minutes. So we got a perfect 2-minute drill, throw middle completed, and of course they're moving to a no-huddle offense, 150 and ticking. Washington still has all 3 of their timeouts, so does Baltimore. 2nd and 2, drops back. Oh, fights off a sack and throws it away, but is that in grounding? Doesn't look like they're going to call it. Trenton Simpson, the rookie linebacker out of Clemson, with the pressure up the middle. Brings up a 3rd and 2. Baltimore needs a stop here. Trenton Simpson just literally ran that guy over. Got to be careful, though, young rook, grabbing onto a quarterback like that. Grab a star quarterback, and they'll call roughing the passer all day. Oh, breaks off the pressure. Oh, my God. Oh, and he drops it on a 3rd and 11. Oh, broke out of so many tackles, rolled out right, and his wide receiver just drops it. His eyes are down. Come on, young rook. Eyes up. Eyes up, young rook. Don't look down. Okay, Chimera. I'm glad you got your direction really signal little high, but man, if it hits you in the hands in the NFL, you got to make the catch. That's my rule. And God, why do I feel like he looks like Kirk Cousins? Why do I feel like the Washington Commanders like a very certain type of quarterback? If you look at Sam Howell, if you look at Fromm, if you look at Kirk Cousins, I think they like a certain type of quarterback. But this is the game right here, ladies and gentlemen, basically. 4th and 11, 109. They're going for it. Baltimore looks like it's bringing the pressure. They bring it, hit him. Oh, that's a pass interference all day. Oh, that was a horrible pass interference. Corey Mayfield, a nobody for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm sorry, not a nobody. That's mean to say. He's on an NFL field. He's a somebody. But he cost us a big 4th down play, so I'm a little upset at him. Oh, my God. Mayfield. I love how close their snout is to your wheel. 1st and 10 for the Washington Commanders. Pass over the middle. He's down at the 49 of Baltimore's, so he's across the 50. 50 seconds and counting. Washington's got all 3 timeouts. They decided not to use one there. Strong left for the Washington Commanders. Hal Fromm looking deep right. Oh, off the hands of his wide receiver again. Tinsley, number 86 of the Commanders. Clock stops with 36 seconds left. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Chimera. Not the most prominent thing for your channel. Second and 10. Got a man over the middle again. All Washington needs is a field goal. They should be using them timeouts. There's their first one with 31 seconds left. Like I said, I would have used one right when I got past the 50. That'd have been my first. But I'm sure they know what they're doing. Sly's career long for the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker for the Commanders. 58 yards. Just the fact to keep an eye on, guys. Ball is currently on the 44-yard line. Baltimore's 24-win consecutive streak up for grabs right now. The Ravens call a timeout. We're going back-to-back timeouts. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to take forever before we get back to any type of action, it seems like. Huge. I mean, I'd say it's 4-down territory no matter what. So even if they don't get it here on 3rd and 4th, I absolutely expect them to go for it on 4th down. I know I'm going to sound crazy. I would think about screening or running it here on 3rd and 4. You got 2 timeouts as Washington. Plenty of spike potential. The most important thing is a 1st down. Looks like cover 2. Baltimore corners are up at the line of scrimmage. Back shoulder. He's got it. Oh, that's a 1st down. And timeout by Washington with 25 seconds left. It's like I don't care about a win streak in the preseason, but at the same time, do I really want it to end? No. Like they say, John, when they ask John Harbaugh about it, he answers with a smile. Ball currently on the 39-yard line. I think that puts the ball right at the edge of Sly's field goal range, or career long, I should say. Baltimore Ravens defenders are kind of trying to figure out what's going on. It seems like a lot of people blitzing. Oh! A great pass block up by Darius Washington, it looked like. Yep. Catch followed by a drop. Incomplete pass. Oh, someone is down, though. Darius is down now for the Ravens. What a play by Washington. Get his hand in there, knock that ball back out. Wow. But man, if we lose our Darius Washington, he has been a great, third string, second stringer for us, kind of, for the past few seasons. I don't know if his ribs or his arm. But man, another DB going down. Caillou Blue Kelly, Ardarius Washington. Like I said at the very beginning of the stream, guys, my only concern right now with the Baltimore Ravens is the cornerback position right now. Oh, maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him. Looks like he's okay. "22 seconds here. Baltimore is out of timeouts. Washington has a single timeout. 2nd and 10. Fromm's coming to the line. That looks like a really annoying Baltimore Ravens fan right now on the broadcast. I'm not going to lie with you. He's ignoring his child. Looks like a blitz is coming. Here it comes. Fromm going deep. No flag on the play. Ooh, I was a little worried. 3rd and 10. 18 seconds on the clock. Benimi got a little smile on right now, too. He's trying to end this win streak. He knows he needs a little more yardage for his kicker. Like the announcer said, this is the greatest preseason game I've ever been a part of. Blitz looks like it's coming again from Baltimore. Short little throw right. He gets out of bounds. Looks like just short of the first down with 12 seconds left. I mean, kicker's coming out. Joey Sly. 1 of 3 for a field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. In the final minute of the fourth quarter, guys. A 49-yard try. That's not too long, honestly. He's on the right hash mark, and we've got a timeout by Washington. Wait, what? John Harbaugh, we don't have any timeouts. I swear it looked like he just said, what do you mean we don't have any timeouts? Wait, Washington? Why would Washington call a timeout on their own kicker? Why would you ice your own kicker? I guess we'll know here momentarily whether he made the right call or not. But crowd is on the feet here at Landover Stadium. Or whatever, FedEx Stadium in Landover. Kick is up. Oh, it looks good. It's good. With 9 seconds left, Washington takes the lead. 29-28. Barring a miracle, the 24-game win streak for the Baltimore Ravens is coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. Good kick by Joey Sly of the Washington Commanders. Guess, ultimately, it was the right call by Ron Rivera of the Washington Commanders. like Chimera said, Rivera didn't even realize his team could be eliminated last year. Are we really surprised? Maybe he was trying to get in practice for his own kicker. That's one of my thought process. It's preseason. It's the time to do it, honestly. Even though your opponent doesn't have the timeout, And normally in a game, time management wise, they probably would. So the Washington Commanders, as long as Terry McLaurin's okay, the Washington Commanders might have a little hope this season. Like I said, we focused a little bit on Emmanuel Forbes and I forgot his first name, but Martin, who we focused on in the draft. He's got a twin brother. It gets a little weird. They go by a little bit slightly different names. But Washington, they added some secondary depth, which they desperately needed. Their defensive front seven was pretty fine last season, as long as Chase Young was healthy. So, Washington got a little bit of hype this season. Do I think they upset Philly or Dallas? Probably not. Do they get competitive with New York? Absolutely. And of course, Washington playing like a prevent defense. Brown airing it way deep and picked off. And with that, it is officially over. Baltimore's 24-game preseason win streak is over. And we talked about this, not like it meant anything, but it was a symbol of pride among the organization for quite a while about the depth of the team. But, a lot of people joke that when you win in preseason, you don't win in the regular season. So, with that being said, with the win streak coming to an end, I hope it signifies a deep playoff run. We're going to be optimistic in the face of defeat. Congratulations to all the Washington Commander fans. Baltimore Raven fans, don't sweat it too much. For anyone that dropped in tonight to watch or listen, we greatly appreciate you. We ask that you definitely come back, see us again. We've already got the next 2 live streams for games already scheduled. Don't forget to check that out. We'll be posting more short content here shortly. Ha ha ha. And we, of course, have a lot of videos that we want to get up and coming soon. However, as we mentioned with Chimera, with school schedule, trying to find work, and possible internships, and potentially the Runway program, entrepreneurship program, we might have a little bit of limited hours. But, we got to be here for it. Chimera, we will have to make like a friendly bet on the Bills Ravens kind of deal. I don't think we play y'all, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll probably see you in the playoffs, and we'll make a friendly wager then. But Chimera, definitely look out on. I'll probably send you on Twitter an invite for fantasy football. Again, for anyone that comes in to listen, drop a comment on the video. We're going to be doing fantasy football this year. I'm trying to get 1 to 4 leagues probably. But it'll be fun to play. Hit me up on Darwin's Raven 20 on Twitter. And with that, guys, I think we're going to be done for this evening. Probably going to go play a little TFT with the girlfriend. I am starving. I don't know if she wants some dinner. Shout out to my mod, Chimera, who's been in chat all night. Chimera might be doing some YouTubing, or VTubing, I should say, here in the future. Definitely check out his Twitter. He linked it or put it up in the chat earlier, if I'm not mistaken, and you can always find him here in the channel. Good night, Chimera. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate anyone else for coming in. Another shout out here to our early chat people. We had CarCast 49ers Talk drop in. We had, of course, my boy Bryant Culp drop in. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, who I think is always trying to, kind of do a little bit here and there. ES, part of our Flock Nation, dropped in. And, of course, a big shout out to all of our new subscribers, CG Ruthless, Chris Ming, Royce De La Rosa, and Mercedes-esque 86. With that, thank you again, and